Hardcore World of Warcraft. If you die, you lose your character forever. Rather than do a regular hardcore run, I decided that I wanted to challenge myself, so I started to think about what restrictions I could place on myself. After some thought, I finally came up with the Slotlocked challenge, and here are the rules. Starting at level 1, I'll have 1 bag slot and 1 gear slot. The gear slot that is unlocked can be any slot of my choosing. Every 5 levels, I'll unlock 1 more gear slot and 1 more bag slot. Quest items aren't exempt from the rule either, which means if a quest requires 3 slots and you only have 2 available, well, you're out of luck. Last time we left off, I just hit level 8 and finished cleansing the Winterhoof water well. I decided to go ahead and download a couple of add-ons just to kind of help the experience. Now we can actually see where we need to go for the quests. So you can see right here, sharing the land. It's the Knoll quest I was talking about in the last episode. It's rated to be for level 6, and I'm currently level 8. I was talking about how dangerous that they were, but I think it's time I probably give it a shot. So we're going to head that way now, and we'll start down here, because over here is where the cave is, so I'm going to try and avoid the cave. Also, I didn't show it in the last episode, but I did kill a mob, and we did get 1 minor healing potion, so that's what I'm using, 1 of my 2 slots that I have available to hold that. Not long after starting this session, I was already feeling a bit intimidated. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling nervous compared to last time I played, and these are only level 6s. We have 2 more levels until I can unlock another slot. It might depend on what items I currently am holding at the time. Realistically, I should probably go for legs. That's going to give me the most armor. I have to be careful with some of these mobs because some of them actually cast ranged abilities. 2 of them, actually. The gnolls ended up not being as big of a problem as I thought they would be. By sticking to the outside and pulling 1 at a time, I was able to avoid any sort of close calls. It did take a little bit of time because the quest requires you to kill 25 mobs, but it was no big deal. Now that I'm pretty much locked in with this healing potion in this slot, I really only have 3 options for quests. Probably start with the swoop hunting because it's the lowest level one. I hit level 9, got all 8 items, and was left with 2 choices. We have Dangers of the Wind Fairy where we have to kill harpies. There's these 2 locations and they're pretty tightly packed together in both. And we have Dwarven Digging with the dwarves mentioned in the last episode. I think I'm going to head for the dwarves. I've had too many bad experiences with the harpies. The dwarves in this area respawn quickly, and the area that I need to get to is actually in the back of the camp. If I'm not careful, I can get surrounded pretty easily. So what we have to actually do here is pick up these picks, and there's actually anvils here in the camp, and we need to go over and break them at the anvils. And as you can see here, there are some NPCs that have healing abilities, so have to be extra careful. There is a chest over there. There's 2 healers right next to each other. I'm not gonna risk it. No way. Compared to the current version of WoW, where gear is replaced so quickly, picking up a green item in WoW Classic always feels good. It's not unusual to pick up an item and use it for several levels. That would sell for a decent amount, but I don't have room to pick it up. It is what it is. I'd rather keep my healing potions, especially here. I'm worried that I can't clear them quick enough to get over there before all these ones spawn back. Ooh. It always pains me so much every time to pick up a piece of armor that I could wear, but I can't. We're almost to the forge, but we are still short by 1 pick. There it is. Ooh, we have an upgrade. But I can't pick it up because I don't have room. Here we go, time to break the picks. The Dwarven dig site ended up not being that dangerous, and by this time, I'd regained my confidence. After saying goodbye to the gear upgrade that I could have had if it weren't for this challenge, goodbye, worn leather vest, maybe in another life, I headed back to Bloodhoof Village before making my way to the Harpies. I could try to hold on to these until level 10. I'm faced with a choice, sell the health potions, or the pants. I think I know exactly what to do. I present to you our first gear upgrade. Alright man, I'm not gonna lie, this isn't really a good look for you. Man, I'm really gonna run around like this. the things that I do for improved armor. Guess we'll head over to the Harpies now. My last option for gathering quests is going over to the Harpies. Hopefully I can hit level 10 by the time I turn in the quest. Hitting level 10 is going to be a pretty big deal aside from getting the gear and the bag slot. I also get my talent points, which will allow me to upgrade my character. Level 10 is also when the first druid form quest is available, which will let me turn into a bear after I complete it. What's really awesome about this quest area is that they're tucked into this corner and they're surrounded by wolves between level 8 and 10. Oh, that's big. Oh, big staff upgrade. Oh. That's a long one. You've served me well, Elder's Cane. I'll remember you. I started to kill the Harpies, and things were actually going surprisingly well. The new staff was doing a lot of damage, and I was feeling pretty good. Things were looking really good when I stumbled across a chest. Little did I know that I was about to face the ultimate boss in hardcore WoW. Ooh, a little chest under a tree. Is there anyone around? Not like I can really carry any more items anyways, but maybe I can replace the potions. Oh, 2 more potions. I just crashed. No. I just disconnected. I think it's over. I hate this game. Well, that was short-lived. Gotta love random disconnects. The thing I said I was afraid of in the very first episode. I guess we go again. And Quanawan 2 was born. And after one short time lapse later, it's like nothing ever happened at all. Trying to look at this positively, at least it happened when I was only level 9. However, I can't help but worry if it'll happen again in the future. I think for anyone playing hardcore, having a death due to a disconnect is the worst case scenario. Personally, I'd have an easier time accepting it if my character died due to a mistake that I'd made, but there's no amount of skill that can prevent dying to a disconnect. Nevertheless, some things are out of our control, and I'm determined to finish this challenge, so I'll continue. I decided to get rid of all the add-ons except for Questy, just in case that was what caused the crash. Add-ons aren't necessary at all in Classic WoW, and they're only really there to make things easier. Because of that, I didn't mind uninstalling most of the ones that I was using. Questy isn't really even necessary for me either for most quests. I have a lot of them memorized as far as where I need to go, but it definitely speeds things up. And also, if I really had to, I could actually read the quest like intended, but for now I'll risk using Questy. Also, I might avoid opening chests anytime soon. I'll be honest, I think I'm too afraid to open another chest ever again. I feel like Frodo with the One Ring. Maybe if I just open it. I think that'll happen, right? It can't be worth it. The only thing I could really grab is another health potion. I have no room for anything else. Harpy quest complete. At this point, I'm getting pretty close to being done with all the quests in Mulgore. What's left now is the Wild Mane Totem quest, which is a simple gathering quest and not really that dangerous, but what comes after that is probably the most infamous set of quests in the Torn starting zone, the Venture Co quest. There's a massive mine to the north with Venture Company miners inside of it, and inside is Supervisor Fizz Sprocket. If we're able to complete it, we'll get a green two-handed mace, the Goblin Smasher, which will be a huge increase in damage. And we've reached our first big milestone, level 10. Outside of the Slotlocked challenge, level 10 is a big deal because you unlock talent trees. Talent trees allow you to upgrade your character in various ways. There are different passive upgrades, and there are different spells that you can unlock. Level 10 is also when each class unlocks their first class quest, with druids having the option to unlock bear form. In the context of this challenge, it's an even bigger deal for us, because we get to unlock our third gear and bag slot, which will help us a lot. I think for now the best option is to go into the restoration tree. It's going to give me more survivability. I'm going to start off with the improved Mark of the Wild. What I really want to get down to is this reflection skill. When it's maxed out, I'll get an extra 15% mana regeneration while I'm casting, because I'm not going to have a lot of gear throughout the challenge. I'm going to be lacking a lot of stats, so this will definitely be useful. With the wolf teeth gathered and having hit level 10, it's time to head back to Bloodhoof Village and rest. I was originally planning on having progressed more in this episode, but with Quanawanu dying at level 9, it set things back quite a bit. Next episode should be pretty exciting. We'll be able to unlock bear form, and we'll be doing the most dangerous set of quests in Mulgore, the Venture Company quests. There's a chance that we finish all the quests in Mulgore next episode, and if we do, we'll be heading to the Barrens, a new zone, which will be exciting. Until next time, thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys later.